Number 3 in a 4-issue limited series, The X-Men vs. the Avengers. High above the war-torn lands of Southeast Asia flies the band of mutant outcasts known as the X-Men. The especially modified SR-71 Blackbird, rocketing them away from the scene of their latest battle with the Earth's mightiest heroes, the Avengers. But this will not be a simple flight for today. The Sovfts strike back. Target sighted. Maximum magnification. Practical beam projector charging. Full power in 30 seconds. Warning. Target moving out of range. Fire! Fire! In response to an all-desperate cybernetic command, an all but invisible beam of energy sizzles skyward. Zik! From the jungle far below. Just a futile attempt to down our quarry. Comrades, my armor had barely power enough to clip their jet. Darkstar, you must release us! She does not listen to her brother, Usa. Why should she listen to you? The Dynamo is right, Usa. Lena's trance holds her as much as captive as her dark forces holds us. I, however, am not captive of this armor. Words alone may not free her. But perhaps a more physical appeal can. Lena, you must awaken. You have been deceived. Gremlin? As Darkstar rouses from her stupor, the eerie other-dimensional force with which she had bound the other Soviet Super Supreme abruptly ceases to be. What? We are the Avengers, the X-Men. What's going on? You do not remember imprisoning us, my sister? I did what? No, I cannot recall anything. It was not your fault, Lena. The American Avenger, Dr. Drew, did something to your perceptions, made you see us as your enemy. Oh, Nicola, I swear the Avengers shall pay for this indignity. The Avengers have much to answer for, Vanguard. It was not bad enough that they refused to turn the fugitive Magneto over to us. No, they attacked us and allowed the accused X-Men to sprint Magneto away. We must apprehend those outlaws and expose the Avengers for the craven mutant lovers they are. Dynamo, we are mutants as well. You have something against mutants? No, you say, not at all. I merely meant that the Avengers added the kind of outlaw scum who are responsible for the worldwide anti-mutant madness of which we are all victims. Let us never forget, comrades, it was Magneto who sunk the submarine, Leningrad, heartlessly killing all on board. Magneto who destroyed the city of Verikino using his power of magnetism to birth a volcano in the city's midst. He was brought before the World Court to face those charges once. But he escaped before justice could be dealt. Such villainy must not be unanswered. The Soviet people must be avenged. We must find Magneto and execute him. At that moment, high over the South China Sea, I'm still waiting for answers, Magneto. You risked your life and ours searching for your old base, and all you got to show for it is that old helmet. Only reason we let you join up with us X-Men in the first place was cause you claimed you changed your ways. We're into fighting for the mutant cause without your old tricks, so what's the story? You'll just have to trust me on this, Wolverine. The handful of microchips I secreted in the hollows of my helmet will enable me to perform miracles he'd never understand. Why are the controls so sluggish? Much experimentation must be done before I confide in anyone. Magneto is hiding something. The X-Men sense it. As easily as I. Fortunate really. Their concerns make it simpler to mentally mask my presence from them. Magneto's mind is a strong one, though he will detect me eventually. I must contact the other Avengers. It will take all of us to bring such a man as Magneto to justice. Along the shores of Campania's toenail sap. The X-Men could go anywhere, Thor, but they're probably heading south. Any other bearing would put them in hostile airspace. I concur, Captain America. What airspace wouldn't be hostile to Magneto? Good point, She-Hulk, but I just wish I could figure out why the X-Men have thrown in with the man who tried in the past to murder them. The X-Men I knew were heroes. Captain Marvel, what's the word on Doc? Nothing, Knight. I've searched the entire lakefront. There's no trace of Dr. Drood, even if we were caught in the explosion of Magneto's asteroid base. There would have been some signs. Don't count Doc out yet. I wouldn't be surprised if he went after the X-Men on his own. You are very nearly correct, Black Knight. Blazes, that's Drood, but where? I have hidden myself aboard the X-Men's jet. Our current location is approximate... Doc! Drood, what's wrong? I thought something strange was going on back here. What have you been up to, Drood? You cannot make me talk, Magneto. There is no need for you to talk, Avenger. Rogue, if you please. Hold still, Sugar. This won't hurt a bit. Instantly, the young mutant's bizarre absorption powers drained Drood of his thoughts and powers, his very consciousness. My mind. Rogue, are you alright? What an absurd question. I've never been better. We've nothing to fear from Anthony Drood. We interrupted his telepathic contact with the Avengers before he could reveal our location. The change when she absorbs another persona is unnerving. Your psychic shields are quite strong, Magneto. Did you know that? We have much more immediate warriors than Drood. We have sustained some sort of tail damage, and it is rapidly getting worse. Avionics are shutting down, and the backups aren't responding. We have perhaps a minute before we hit the water hard. I can keep us afloat magnetically, Storm, but a plane this size will require much of my concentration, leaving us open to attack. We need to land. I think I know just the place. Turn 10 degrees south, southwest, and keep to as much cloud cover as you can. Soon, as the Avengers clear Campachia's airspace. Onward, an Avenger's life may be in jeopardy. I'll scout ahead along the X-Men's most likely course. Everyone keep in touch on the high band frequencies. Hold it, Sam. We're getting a call, relayed via shortwave. Yes, I said. I'm in Singapore. Did you hear me, Captain? Loud and clear, Doctor. The local police have been most helpful, but there's no sign of Magneto or the X-Men. They were long gone by the time I regained consciousness. Clever of them, though. Stowing their plane in this old air freight depot over the Gulf of Thailand. The Titanium Man and the Crimson Dynamo acting as living engines for the Dark Force airfoil, which carries their teammates. Suddenly, intercept a high-band radio message. Captain Marvel to Avengers, proceed to Changi International Airport. Our quarries come to ground. And, as one, the two Soviet super soldiers veer south to Singapore, 2.5 million strong. This modern city-state is home to both time-honored customs and a booming high-tech economy. Today, a hero born of legend stalks its skyline. If the villainous Magneto lurks anywhere below, we must find him. The miscreant has been allowed to roam free for far too long. He must be made to atone for his crimes. If Magneto uses those magnetic powers of his for as little as a few seconds, the instruments in my steed will lead us right to him. And if he doesn't use them, it could take us days to track him down. That's a big city down there, Dane. In an older section of the city. I have a few contacts in this part of the world. Perhaps they can help me find the X-Men. I would dearly love to be the one who uncovered them. Mere blocks away. Searching Singapore is a challenge, even for my speed. So many places to hide. While, even in street clothes, most of the X-Men will stand out in a crowd, some of them even more than I do. Sooner or later, we'll flush them out. Darkstar reporting. Captain America spotted in Sector 5. Still no reports of the X-Men. Elsewhere. That American, could he be the X-Men Havoc? I saw him only briefly before, and he was in costume then, but his mask concealed little of his face. I would swear it is he. Excuse me, I seem to have gotten turned around. I was supposed to meet someone. I must make certain. Looking for someone, bub? I know you were seen anywhere. You're one of those Ruskies. And you can only be the outlaw Wolverine. There could not be two men with so coarse a voice. Rip! Logan, what? Nothing to worry about, college boy. Snicket, snicket. You think you frighten me with your much vaunted adamantium claws? Ha! I laugh at you. No one touches the Vanguard against his wishes. Rucked! Both of them are stunned. Good. I must radio my comrades. Then we shall wrest Magneto's whereabouts from these two. You poor man. Are you alright? Did those hooligans hurt you? Do not alarm yourself, madam. I have everything under control. That's what you think. Wow, you have some power, Mr. Vanguard. It is good my X-Men garb adapts to your force field better than my outerwear. Logan, are you in Havoc Wow? We're alive. Let's get out of here. No need to rush, Conrad. Nicola is in no shape to give us trouble. I'm not worried about. But I arranged us passage on a Dutch freighter that should to sail in less than an hour. We have to round up the others. Pronto. Come on. Freighter? We're attracting attention. Can't be helped. Yes, it can. Get in the car. Dazzler? Storm? Talk about luck. Luck? We've been cruising the area for hours looking for you. We must hurry, Conrad. Logan has arranged us transport out of here. Comrade? Where to, Logan? Harbour, step on it. Minutes later, the X-Men's rental car sits empty and abandoned on the waterfront. As a Dutch freighter carries the mutants far out to sea. Next port of call is 4 days away. Best I could do on short notice. We'll have to go back for the jet when the heat dies down. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? You really came through for us back there, Rogue. Thanks. It's okay, Alex. We're not out of their fire yet. Storm's below checking on Magneto. We all ought to keep an eye on him in the days ahead. I don't believe he came halfway around the world just to blow up what was left of his old asteroid. Any more, and I believe that old helmet was all he recovered. He's holding something back from us. I don't like that, not one bit. It can be done, I know it can. The circuitry I retrieved was originally designed with conquest in mind, but now I am certain I could use it to wipe the curse of all prejudice, particularly that of the mutants from the psyche of the human race. It will require careful preparation. Magneto, we must talk. Yes, Storm, we must. I appreciate all of that the X-Men have done for me, but merely being in my presence places you in a jeopardy. I cannot allow that any longer. I am the one the Avengers, the Sovfts, are after. It is best that I leave you for a while. They don't believe that I have changed. No matter what I do, the world will always see me as a villain. Is that the only reason, Magneto? Ahoy, the freighter! We have reason to suspect you transport an enemy of the people. You are ordered to drop anchor at once. You see, I am the one they want, and I must not let them find me. Not now. You overheard the X-Men correctly, Vanguard. There they are, on deck. X-Men, produce Magneto at once, or we will arrest you in the name of the Union of Soviets, Socialist Republics. You have no right to board this ship. Answer us. Do you have Magneto on board? Better move on, pals. We got places to go. Search the ship, Conrads, top to bottom. Hold it, bub. Where do you get off boarding a Dutch ship? You're breaking the laws of the sea. Here is the law. Skow! Big mistake, Tin Man. You're not fighting just one X-Men. You think us unfamiliar with the concept of loyalty, American? I wish with all my heart that this were not necessary. We, too, are mutants. Save for the dynamo. Why must you bring this upon yourselves? We didn't swing the first punch. Seems to me you're the one who needs to see the light. Lena, if you've harmed her, watch out for your own hide, Vanguard. You will not take me by surprise again, Rogue. The powers you stole are mine again. Boom! Didn't realize she was flying so fast. Wasn't braced for such a recoil. Nicola, what? I will be fine, Mikhail. While clambering up the ship's port side. Okay, Ruskies, this is war. Send out a distress call. All channels on the double. Hey, sir. Dynamo, have a care how you use your electrical blasts. There are innocents aboard. No one who shelters Magneto is innocent. Going somewhere, bub? Not if I have anything to say about it. Maniac! You crippled my armor! You could have killed me! As the battle continues below decks, the X-Men hold their own. But in the ship's engine room, one last time, where is he? Where's Magneto? I tell you, we don't know. More lies! You'd betray your own race for that mutant murderer? Until Magneto is turned over, this ship goes nowhere. You hear? Nowhere! Thra-ba-ba! Boom! In that moment, in answer to the distress calls, here truly is a need for our might. Do what you can for the crew. I'll see to the damage. Slicing beneath the waves, Captain Marvel finds. What a mess. If I shift my energy to heat, I can slag some of the wreckage into a crude patch. But there's little to work with. No way of knowing how well it will hold, if at all. While amidships. Scrit! Wolverine! Clunk. This is no time for fighting, mister. Lives are in jeopardy. Tell me about it. Flamin' ship sinking. Throughout the floundering vessel, Avengers rush to the rescue. Relax, fella. I'll have you free in a second. While in a forward cargo hold. There is no escape through that hatch, Vanguard. Thor, I should have guessed the Avengers were behind the violent shaking of this craft. You shall not humble us again. The arch-fiend Magneto shall be ours. You are more wrong than you could imagine. My hammer, what have you done? With the sudden shifting of the deck beneath his feet, the youthful Soviet super soldier stumbles forward and... This vessel was sinking before the Avengers arrived. Do you not think that would the X-Men cripple their means of escape? You tell me, mortal. While in a lower section. Just one more havoc, and then we're out of here. Hurrah! Help me! Looks like I spoke too soon. Cuff. Come here, Harry. Easy does it. You, helping me? Looks like it, though I doubt I could do much good. If She-Hulk weren't providing most of the lift. Hey, what's the hang-up? Oh great, this furball is too darn big to fit through the hatch. We'll have to widen it. That is not necessary. Allow me a moment and I will resume human form. Why didn't you do that before? I am vulnerable this way. No kidding. As the great freighter takes on more and more water, mutants and Avengers work hand in hand to move crewmen into the lifeboats and away from the badly listing freighter. The heroes do everything in their power. Do not panic. Rescue ships are on the way. All will be well. I cannot physically calm all the sailors' anxieties, but at least I can lessen their more extreme fears. Welcome back, CM. What's the situation below? Bad. I did all that I could, but too much of the outer hull had been shredded. We have to get these men out of here. In minutes, there is but a handful to save. No need to crowd, comrades. There is enough room for all. As the freighter's starboard side sinks beneath the waves, the Avengers Quinjet hovers protectively, making certain that all lifeboats escape the pull of the dying vessel. And then, voop, voo voo, voop! Ahoy all boats, prepare for pickup. My men and I owe you a great deal, Captain. All hands have been accounted for. I don't know about our passengers. None be missing, save for Magneto and the Crimson Dynamo. None, but Magneto had left the ship long before. The Dynamo had power enough to survive the explosion, or to cause it. Suddenly, comrades, thank the stars you are safe. When the engines exploded on me, I feared you might... Darkstar, what? We have questions for you, Dmitry Bucharin. Shortly. So, you were responsible. We joined with you to capture one who had slain Soviet sailors, Dynamo, not to endanger more seamen. Many would have died here today. Had it not been for the Avengers and the X-Men, yes, the X-Men, we must have been mad to let you turn us against our fellow mutants. How can you feel kindship to those outlaws? You listen to me, Dynamo. You wrecked that vessel with no regard to the innocent lives on board. If not for us, you would have committed the same crime Magneto perpetrated against your people. Captain, please. Allow us to turn the dynamo over to maritime authorities. Yes, we must do something to atone for our part in this shameful act. We will let you deal with Magneto your way. Miles away. Quite a sight there on the horizon, isn't it? Yes, quite. Is that a freighter that's sinking? Yes, sir. Strange the way it happened. Somehow her engines blew up. I see. Were there many casualties? There is the luck, sir. Not a one. Evidently the famous Avengers were in the area. Saved everyone on board. Ah, that's good. Pardon me for staring, sir, but I don't recall seeing you before on this cruise. I've kept to my cabin. Will we be making port soon? Yes, sir, within the hour. Bit of business in Singapore? Yes, unfinished business.